guys, that's looking exclusive video just showing me end-to-end fun entertain you. Now it was about 2 weeks ago that we posted that video, 4 things that every girlfriend wants from a boyfriend. Well, today, my friends, we are doing the follow-up video, which is 4 things that every boyfriend needs from their girlfriend. Aha, because us guys can be very mysterious creatures sometimes. And we can be closed books. So today I'm going to help you and shed some light on the subject of what a guy really wants from his girlfriend. So point number 1, the first thing that every boyfriend wants from his girlfriend is he wants her to be his #1 fan. So this has to do with encouragement, and so it has to do with deep down, we guys, we ask ourselves, you know, do we have what it takes? Do I have what it takes? And
I'm the #1 fan.
So by that I don't mean that you treat him like a little boy and, you know, make a big deal or congratulate them for every small victory. But we do appreciate just every now and again you encouraging us and saying, you know, that you support us. So what does this look like practically? Well, firstly, guys just perform better when they are encouraged. It's just a fact of life. You know, when those sports players run onto the field and they know there's like a whole crowd of people cheering for them, they just tend to perform better. It's like that home ground advantage. So it's the same with guys. So when they know that you are encouraging them and that you're there to support them, they just perform better. Then number 2 is that when you give criticism, now this is important, when you critique them, add value. So that has to do with your mindset. So instead of just giving them a list of 15 things they need to work on, you know, encourage them and sort of say, you know, you can do it, and add value in the criticism. And then the final tip, or the final practical way to do this, is to encourage them in their talents or their skills, and just support them by, you know, saying like you can do it, or just supporting them in that sense. That will go a long way to boost their confidence. Okay, so point numero 2. That means 2. Is guys need a level of fun companionship. Emphasis on fun. So I think fun is an element in every successful or lasting relationship. There's a certain level of fun involved. Otherwise, it's gonna be boring. You guys aren't gonna be interested after a while. This is gonna fall flat on its face. But bear in mind that not everyone considers the same thing fun. Brits might like to go shopping for shoes. She might consider that fun. I, on the other hand, would rather prefer
playing Xbox.
Well, let's use that example, yeah. So, in that sense, there's a separation. But I think to a certain extent, every guy has a sense of adventure inside of him. So if you can tap into that, and you can bring that fun into the relationship, then he's gonna be very happy as well, and he's gonna feel fulfilled. How does this look like practically? So number 1 is, while coffee dates and sort of, you know, talking about your emotions and all of those things is very important, we emphasized that in the last video, it just doesn't cut it for the guy. It's like,
it's so
there's more, you know. So I would say that you should like space it out, like go outside sometimes and do something fun, go on an adventure, go, you know, go zip lining or go skiing or whatever. Just do something outside, and, you know, just to fill up.
Outside date.
That's a good idea. Which ties into point number 2, which is that you have to be aware of where your adventure meter stands.
Please.
Not every adventure has to be life-threatening. It doesn't have to be bungee jumping every single time you go on a date. Right, so you don't have to fear for your life when he says, we're going on a date.
Oh shoot.
It's like, you know.
Then her knees start rattling like, oh boy.
Yeah, so that's not necessary either. That's not what we're promoting. But it's very important to him that when he goes and he does adventurous things, he runs wild, then there's no better person to go with than with you, aka his girlfriend or his partner. So just go with him and have a blast. Point number 3 is that he needs to understand that you support him in whatever struggles he's facing. Okay, so let's face it, life gets tough. It's no different for guys. We also go through stuff in life, and we just need to know that you are there to support us. So while yelling and going off and giving silent treatment for extended periods of time, that might feel nice in the moment, but it's not going to benefit your relationship. So if you want your man to keep on fighting and to keep on pushing forward in his life, then he's gonna have to know that you support him in that. So some practical ways to do this is that you have to encourage honesty and transparency, and that when he opens up, you don't overreact or you don't jump to conclusions or make assumptions or whatever. Just listen, and in turn that's gonna encourage him to open up more, because he sees that there's not sort of like that negative repercussions to opening up, so he doesn't feel like he's being attacked once he opens up. The second practical tip is that he probably won't say that he needs your help, but chances are that he does. So instead of just going off and just forgetting about the struggle or whatever, or doing the opposite and hammering on that he does need your help and he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to open up and let you help him, just be available. And just be aware that he probably does need your help, and that when he comes to you, you're available to help him. Point number 4 is he needs breathing room. He needs some space. So
something I don't does not go back to.
It might be confusing to you, but it doesn't mean that your relationship is on the rocks or that there is some danger looming ahead. We just need some time to ourselves. So guys usually just use this time to just reflect and just process how they're feeling and what they're going through, and to gather their thoughts, whatever.
You guys are very confusing.
We can say the same about you. But the same applies to friendships. So guys sort of value that brotherhood, that tight-knit friendship, like you would value girl time. So we value bro time. So allow him, or allow your boyfriend, just some time to kick back and relax with the boys.
No.
He needs it. It'll be very good for your relationship if you do that, please. Some practical ways to do this. I would encourage you guys just to have some healthy communication and just tell each other or communicate how often or when you're going to be spending time together or hanging out, so that you guys can have room to grow as individuals as well as a couple. You are still individuals as well at the end of the day, as well as a couple. So you need to balance both. Then practical tip number 2 is that you shouldn't view his friends or friendships or hobbies or pastimes as threats to your relationship. In fact, you should encourage them because they are healthy outlets for him. And it can actually bring a very needed balance into your relationship. That is it, guys. That is 4 things that every boyfriend needs from his girlfriend. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, if you learned something, please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family, click that bell icon as well so you get notified when we post a new video. And we'll have a poll right up here, I believe, somewhere in this area, that you can suggest some content ideas to us and we will get back to you. And as always, guys, we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Just now. Peace.